Hey guys, so I got a ton of requests from you that watched my shower filters testing video to actually test and see if the Weddell Duo, the top performing shower filter, could actually be combined with the shower stick so that you can get performance of filtration along with water softening. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get around to actually putting this video together, but this last weekend I did test compatibility between the shower stick and the Weddell Duo. So let's jump right in and I'll show you it right now. So there are actually 3 different ways that the Weddell Duo can be attached to the shower stick and used with it, but unfortunately none of them are ideal. So ideally, the Weddell Duo should be installed upstream or before the shower stick, and that's to protect the ion exchange resin that actually does the water softening from premature degradation due to exposure to chlorine. So thinking about this, the first method of installation that I tested was to attach the Weddell Duo directly to the shower arm and then attach the shower stick to the Weddell Duo. At first glance, they do seem compatible, but there were a couple of issues. So as I suspected, the Weddell didn't do a great job supporting the weight of the shower stick, especially when it was full of water. As you can see, the shower stick is quite large, and when it gets full of water, it actually gets pretty freaking heavy. It was really unstable when I installed and tested it, and any sort of little small bump would put it into this weird wobbly motion, and you could just tell that it was not as sturdy as it should be. And when I turned the water on, the Weddell actually leaked from its connection to the shower arm. Now, I did not experience this same leak when I tested the Weddell alone with just a regular shower head. So the part of the Weddell filter that actually screws onto the shower arm has a little rubber gasket, so you don't need to use plumber's tape when you install it. When I uninstalled it, I found out that this gasket had been damaged. My guess is that it was caused by the weight of the shower stick putting uneven pressure on the gasket. So unfortunately, from my perspective, it does not make sense to install the Weddell Duo upstream of the shower stick, installing it first on the shower arm and then installing the shower stick hanging below the Weddell, because I'd hate to see folks end up spending a bunch of money buying 2 of these shower filters just to have one end up damaging the other. Now, it also appears that the Weddell Duo can be installed and screwed onto the top of the shower stick. The problem here is that the Weddell is then installed upside down, so I'm not even sure if water can flow backwards through this system, but even if it could, the water would then be flowing through the carbon block filter first and then the sediment filter second. This would defeat the purpose of the sediment filter, and any sediment in the water will cause premature clogging of the carbon block filter. And the third way that the Weddell filter can be used with the shower stick would be to install it and screw it onto the bottom of the shower stick itself. But again, we ideally want the water filter installed upstream of the shower stick to protect the ion exchange resin from chlorine. If the filter is installed at the bottom of the shower stick like this, then the filter wouldn't remove the chlorine until after the water goes through the shower stick. Same thing with sediment. If there's any sediment in the source water, it will go into the shower stick first and could pose clogging issues. So although it does appear that the Weddell Duo shower filter can be installed and used with the shower stick water softener, all 3 configurations of installation either had their issues from my own personal experience or have their potential issues based on what we know about water quality and how water should flow through each of these different stages of treatment. Now, I found a much better, cheaper, and easier solution to soften your shower water if you live in an apartment or rental situation. So give this video a like to let me know I should prioritize working on that project next.